Hey guys, my name is Chantal Guggen. I am in cohort 3 in Los Cabos, Mexico. And my roommate Caroline, she will be interviewing me today.
So, my first question for you, Chantal, is why did you decide to do this internship?
Okay, so I decided to do the internship because I was kind of in a bit of a limbo deciding what I wanted to do. I was looking at master's programs into international development and urban planning. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, so I decided to get some experience in the field to see if I liked it or not. And fortunately for me, it worked out to my benefit. I loved it. I had a great experience. I ended up applying for grad school in the fall, and I actually just got accepted to a grad program. So.
And what sort of a project did you work on in your internship?
Okay, so IMPLAN, which is the planning institute for the municipality, they have a development plan for 2040 which guides how the city should be run until then. And my project was to create a set of urban indicators to measure the plan's objectives. So anything from sustainability, transportation, the economy, anything like that would be it. So it started off with 30 to 50 and we actually ended up with about 105, which is really great. And the way it works is you set a foundation. So for example, how many garbage cans does the city have? And the objective of the PDU, let's say, is 50 and the city only has 3. And then 5 years later you come back and you look at it and say, okay, how many garbage cans does the city have now? And that will measure how close or far away you are from your goal and whether it's increased or decreased, etc.
What would you say that your number one professional lesson was from this internship program?
I would say to be more assertive in the workplace. I think that a lot of people forget that a lot of the time, and being assertive just means asking for more guidance or asking for what you want, or if you want to get better results, it's the only way of getting it, and it just creates better communication. And it doesn't have to be. Some people would think it might come off as rude, but it actually does the opposite effect, I found. And the other thing was that while studying urban planning is what I actually want to do, so it completely changed the course of my studies and my career. And so yeah, that was probably my 2 biggest lessons.
And what about your top personal lesson?
So my top personal lesson, I have to say, is to be more open in general. I mean that in the workplace, in your personal life, just in general. I find that, I found that here, being more open led me to having more friends or making connections or making those networks that you need. And you have no idea who the person who's sitting beside you on the bus is or what they could do for you, what friendship you can create. So yeah, just kind of being open and being positive about the relationship that you create around you.
Okay, and what about your biggest highlight from your time in this internship?
Okay, so my biggest highlight would have to be, well, basically how the internship allowed me to explore Mexico a little bit more. Anywhere from, like, the amazing landscapes from Baja all the way to central Mexico. It just gave me the opportunity to see how diverse Mexico really is. I really did not know that much about it. And in December, Caroline and I took a trip to central Mexico and for our Christmas break, and it was so amazing. I loved it.
What would you give as advice to somebody who would like to do this internship?
I would say to communicate as much as you can. Definitely in the workplace, because it's not the same as at home. Sometimes you have to ask 100 times. For example, with my project and all the data that I had to collect, it was frustrating at times. But so yeah, just communicate a lot, be open like I said before, and just enjoy, because it's an incredible opportunity. So many things can come out of this if you allow it to. And yeah, have fun and be excited that you got to go somewhere different for work experience, new friends, new everything. So yeah.